on here along with my other ladies in the science department.
Dog won.
Oh my god.
I don't know who this is, but you have to mute your sound. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to show you our website and where you can find the information that you and your child is going to use this semester. So you can find all of our websites on the sugarcreek.org. Mine is the sugarcreek.org/Glover, and this will pop up. Here you will see the courses that I teach, Earth and Environmental and Biology, and this is the email that you can contact me on at any time. And then here is the schedule. Next to all of the courses that we are teaching, you will find our course syllabus. So me, Ms. Hug, and Ms. Legree, we all teach Earth and Environmental. So if you have any specific questions related to Earth and Environmental, you can ask either one of us. And me and Ms. Legree, we both teach biology. So if you have any questions related to biology, you can ask either one of us on that as well. So the syllabus for Earth and Environmental is kind of straightforward across the board for all three of us. On here, you will see, again, my contact information, which my email, glover.brittany@thesugarcreek.org. And here is my Zoom link. So this is the Zoom link that all of the students will log into with the ID and the password. You will also see the course description on what we will be doing in Earth and Environmental, the standards that we will be going off of. You will also see the grading scale. One thing that I want to point out is that tests are 30%. That is the most weighted. Once again, that's across the board. Quizzes are 15%, labs and projects 20%, class and homework are 10%, and then participation is 15%. Even though we are virtual, we are still going to try our best to have a normal schedule when it comes to tests, quizzes, lab projects, homework, and classwork. We are all invested into your student success. With that, you need to know that we are going to still be doing attendance. We want all students to have academic integrity. We want all students to conduct themselves online as they would inside the classroom. And then when it comes to internet outage, so we know our internet, it could be unpredictable at times. So with that, all teachers have a format in place for all students that worst case, if the internet does go out, you do know, all students will know where to go for any classwork, any PowerPoints, and they will get everybody's email if they need to reach out. So that is it for Earth and Environmental. So I'm going to go back.
Does anyone have any questions about Earth and Environmental Science? Any questions? If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, and I'll read those out to her.
So if you do have any questions, just go ahead and put those in the chat. And then the next course is biology, which I said that me and Ms. Legree, we both teach this. So this is kind of the same across the board as well. So again, here's the Zoom link, the ID, and the password. This also has the course description for biology, as well as the standards and skills that we will be hitting on. Just like Earth and Environmental, the classroom format, requirement, and evaluations, they are the same. We just want all students to listen carefully, follow directions, be respectful, be responsible, be positive, and make sure that they participate. The grading system is the same across the board. Attendance, academic integrity, online conduct is the same, as well as the internet outage, and that is all. So it's pretty much the same across the board. So last thing that I'm going to hit on for my part is On our website, you will find our office hours. Every teacher will have an office hour between Monday and Thursday, 9:45 to 10 a.m. But specifically for me and by appointment only. So if any parents or teachers, parents or students need a one-on-one, I will be available by appointment only, 1:40 to 2:10. If you did not schedule an appointment at least 24 hours in advance, I will not be seeing you on Monday at 1:40. Also on my page, I do have remind codes for Earth and Environmental in the 3 biology classes, and I also have a remind link for my homeroom. My remind will just be used to send out any text messages to let you all know when projects are due, when we'll be doing labs, make sure you're doing your homework. And then if any students or parents have any questions, they could also download the app and reach me via remind. So this is my part. Any questions, Ms. McGonagall?
So we do have 2 questions about supplies. Anything specific you want them to have?
For me, just to keep up with all the information that we have, although it will be online, if you want to have a notebook and pencil just to have in hand, that's all.
If you want to come up here, come up here. Quit running back and forth.
Please mute
Come right here.
Please mute yourself, Devin.
Napkin.
No, my papa.
Here, go over there.
No.
Ms. Ross, please mute yourself.
Ms. Ross, playing music selfish, you're gonna be fucked up.
Any other questions?
Please mute yourself.
You did, bitch. Damn.
I see somebody said, how do I make an appointment? You can make an appointment just by simply emailing me at glover.brittany@thesugarcreek.org. All right.
All right, Ms. Hug, you're next.
Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? Awesome. All right, so I'm Miss Hug. I am the 11th grade chemistry and 9th grade earth and environmental teacher, as well as Miss Glover and Miss Legree. So I will just cover the chemistry course because, like Miss Glover said, the earth and environmental, we're all following the same guidelines, the same grading scale, and what have you. So if you go to the school directory and you just click on my name, you'll come to my website. My email address, feel free to email me any time of the day. It's going to be hug.allegra@thesugarcreek.org. So if you are in my first block earth and environmental science class, the syllabus is located right here. All you have to do is click on it. I'm not going to go over that syllabus. Also, when you are ready for class and you want to join the Zoom, just feel free to click the enter here as well. So for chemistry, I'll pull up the syllabus. It's kind of similar to earth environmental. So again, my email is up here. And then for some reason, if that Zoom link doesn't work or if it requires you to enter a password, the meeting ID and password is located there. So just to quickly go through this, just describing the course information, kind of all the things that we will cover during this semester. Grading policy here is the same, so 30% is denoted to testing, and for tests, we will have projects and labs that are 20%. So right there, it does make up a big portion of your grade, so just be mindful of that. And of course, you're gonna get participation points, you're gonna get graded and awarded, for for coming to class and actively participating. Another big thing to remember, which I think this is across the board as well, homework has to be turned in by 8 a.m. the next day. And this is going to be a strict guideline, and if I will not accept it more than 2 days after the due date, but each day that it is late, you will receive 15% off. So let's say you turn it in 2 days later, but you could get off 30% off your grade. Does that make sense? So even if everything was 100% right, you still only receive a 70% on it. So just keep that in mind. I also have Remind, so I will text or send out a remind to the students and parents if they want to join. Hey, remember to do your homework, remember your projects, things like that. Attendance policy, of course I'll go over this in more detail when we do start class next week. I do want people to have the cameras on as much as possible, just to make it feel like, you know, normal. I know it's the new normal, but I'd rather see people's faces, you know, than just a black screen. And if you go to the absent policies, you need to make sure you're in class for at least 60 of the 90 minutes. If you do miss class, you will have to go to recovery. And then, of course, expectations, just like Ms. Glover was saying, you know, be present, be engaged, actively participate, be respectful. Of course, this isn't ideal for everyone, but this is what we need to be doing, and we're going to make the best of it. And then there are some other expectations for when you're on Zoom. So like Mrs. Naganagan was saying, you know, mute yourselves. I know there's a lot of background noise. I do have a dog. Sometimes he'll bark, you know, things like that. So we got to make sure we're being respectful of everybody else, especially when they're talking. Of course, student success. I want everyone to be successful in this course. I love chemistry. I love earth and environmental. So if you need any extra help, reach out to me, email me, text me and remind. I'm here for you to be successful. And of course, integrity. But yeah, in the internet issues and outage, of course, some things do happen. And like Ms. Glover was saying, I will have everything already logged onto our platform, so you just have to show up and follow the directions on there. If not, I'll send you another email and you'll be good to go. Okay, so just going quickly through the rest of the website. Like Ms. Glover said, from 9:45 to 10:20 a.m. Monday through Thursday, I do have office hours. Just show up. You want to talk about something, you want to practice homework, whatever. On Wednesdays will be my appointment. Just email me at least 24 hours in advance. That way I can set things up and maybe have things ready for you from 2 to 2:30. And then you can just click on these links to enter via Zoom. And some class resources. I do have reminds. If you click on just whatever class you're in, you can join that way. They're here. I encourage parents to also join. That would be helpful. That way we're all kind of on the same page. If you want to check out the pacing guide, it's just going to cover the things that we're going to talk about and cover during this semester if you just want to prepare yourselves for that. And you have your own student resources. So yeah, any questions for me? I know I went through that pretty quickly. But anybody have any questions? Awesome. Well, I look forward to meeting everybody Monday and Tuesday.
Thank you, Ms. Hug. And Ms. Legree, you're up next.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Ms. Legree, as Ms. Naganagan stated. I also teach Earth and Environmental with Ms. Hug and also Ms. Glover, and then I also teach biology with Ms. Glover, and I also teach forensics. But this semester, I'm just doing biology and forensics. As I stated before, my name is Ms. Legree. I will make the classes innovative as much as possible as I can for forensics. Biology, me and Ms. Glover have the same standards, and we'll also be following the same guidelines as stated before in terms of how we will approach things and how things will be taught. Materials you would need, everything is online. As she stated before in the message, everything is online for you. But I'm gonna just go through my actual forensic science syllabus and also my website. As I stated before, Ms. Legree, if you have to make any appointments with me, you would just email me here, which is on the page. And let's go ahead to my actual forensic science class. as you come onto the website, which is first block, this is the course syllabus for forensics. What forensic science is more innovative. So with that being said, you won't need any materials for it neither, besides an actual, say a small notebook, nothing expensive, an 80-cent notebook just to help you keep up. But moving forward into the class, I will actually work with you guys and we will actually create a folder so that we can do numerous projects and other things of that material. Now our actual labs will be online and our labs will be conducted through like a series of like online gaming, mystery solving, trying to figure out crime scenes through actual videos, as you would state. Here's my Zoom. When you go to my website, you would just actually log into it. This is more of essential standards of how we would actually figure out how to perform lockers exchange principle, how we would actually try to reveal evidence. We will be pertaining to fingerprints, all of those forms of natures. And then materials, as I stated before, just your technology laptops, or, you know, some of you, if you're having difficulty, cell phones, desktops, and I'll go over with you in detail, like if there's technical difficulties with my screen, how will you will log on to another teacher's, or if there's technical difficulties with your screen, how you will actually communicate with me. A 3-prong binder of pockets. As I stated before, you just need an 80-cent notebooks just to keep in touch with things. Now, the standards for the quizzes and tests are the same for biology as in earth, as in chemistry, as everything, 30% for tests and 15. All of our grading scales are the same. Now, I want to talk about tutoring for office hours. My hours are Tuesday from 1:40 to 2:10. I just need a 24-hour reminder just as well. Keep in mind, school ends for us at 4 o'clock. So if you send something at 4:30 and expecting me to be online, say 4:30 on Monday, expecting me to be online on Tuesday is not possible. So it'll end up being on an actual Wednesday. So please keep in mind 24 hours before our actual day is ended, which is Tuesday from 1:40 to 2:10 by appointment only. As we stated, the attendance policy, we're having to be present for at least 60 minutes, tardiness as stated before. Now I want to go over this. I'm looking for you to be logged into class 3 minutes before class begins. So when we actually start, you already have your notebook, your coffee, your bagel, your cereal, your Fruit Loops, whatever you need already logged in. And all cameras must be visible until I state, hey, this is the time when we're doing our you-do. And when we're doing our you-do, I'll allow you to have that independency, because I do understand we all are working at home and we're trying our best. And sometimes we have to have time when we may have to click off the camera. As Ms. Hug stated before, I have a dog too. So sometimes you'll hear the dog bark, or, you know, I have nieces. Sometimes you'll hear them in the background with helping out. I'm asking you to be prepared, and I'm asking you to be courteous. And most of all, I'm asking you to dress appropriately from head up, meaning that I do not expect bonnets on. I do not expect scullies on. Hats are okay. I'm fine with that. But at the same time, I'm expecting you to be ready and prepared for class throughout the day. Last thing I wanted to go over is stating for the website how things will actually move about. Why did it take me here? Okay. All right. So with the website, I just want to go through. Mine is pretty simple and basic. Ms. Legree, biology. Your syllabus is here. To enter the class, it's stated you will go right here, homeroom, and I also have mandatory office hours Monday through Thursday from 9:45 to 10:25. And other than that, I don't have a reminder for my students, because when you come into class the first day, we're going to create a folder on your drive so that you can have to put things in. And the way I will communicate with you is that I will set up in my email an actual envelope or folder for you in my email, so that when you actually send messages, or when I send messages to you, when I time them through our Sugar Creek email, it will actually send off to you. But other than that, does anyone have any questions? All right, I'll give it back to you, Ms. McGonigal.
If no one has any questions, we would like to thank you for coming to our virtual open house for the science department. We look forward to seeing everyone on Monday and Tuesday. Thank you.